OpteriX is finding acceptance among HVAC contractors across India. Let us see how OpteriX helps salespeople get their job done. This is the sales dashboard. These reports here alert the salesperson to actions pending on them, such as if there are inquiries, open inquiries, they need to follow them up with offers. If they have made offers, what is the status of those? If they have created material plans for certain projects, what is the status of those, and so on. Over here are all the actions available to the salesperson: creating an inquiry, creating a product selection for an inquiry, creating quotations, doing material planning, and so on. Let us start by entering an inquiry. You can find a customer here by browsing. Yes. Supposing this customer is called Mr. Rajesh Khanna is not available, we go to this and enter the customer details. So I have entered the details for this customer here. The rest of the details which are not known can be entered later. I see. Okay. Now this customer is available in our database. So if we go to the database and see, it's there. Right? So next time we need this customer. Now we need to pick the project site where this project is going to be held. This is the billing address of the customer, but it is possible that this particular project is at a different site. So we pick the project site from here. If it is the same as the customer's address, we can just pick this. Otherwise, we can say add site and enter a new customer site. So let's say the customer address is what we had entered before, and the project is going to be at this address. So we have entered this address. I have filled in the inquiry, and now I'm ready to save it. After entering an inquiry, the next step is basis of design followed by product. For basis of design, first we need to describe the layout of the domain. So let me enter some. I have entered the layout of this office space with all the different areas and save it. And the next step is to do select. So I click here for selection. And here, first thing to do is to select indoor unit. I have selected the indoor units for each of these areas, and I have mentioned circuit 1 for all of them, which means that one outdoor unit is going to support all the indoor units. This done, my indoor unit selection is done. Now I can do the outdoor unit selection by clicking here. Right? Now I am in the outdoor unit selection. All I have to do is pick an outdoor unit. So I am picking this 16 HP unit, and I say the quantity is 1, and then it shows me the diversity, and I say where it is going to be installed. Let's say one, and that completes my selection of indoor and outdoor units. Now that we have finished selecting indoor and outdoor units, we are ready to create a quotation. To do that, we go to this quotation and select is Rajesh Khanna office and select the manufacturer and hit this button called generate quotation. When I hit the generate quotation button, it pulls in the indoor and outdoor units that were selected in the previous step and brings them here along with them. Now I can add low side items to this very easily. There's a button here called add low side item. All I have to do is click there, and a whole bunch of low side items are entered here. So I update all the quantities and prices as required and hit save it. And next, and that's it. My quotation is ready. Now I can share this quotation with my customer. It looks like this. Do you frequently make quotations by making a copy of an existing quotation? Well, you can do that here also. We have these options for copy for exactly that. You just have to hit the button copy and it opens the quotation editor. There I have entered the name of the inquiry and the customer and site, and that's it. The rest of the quotation can be modified as required and save it. Now, supposing the customer has agreed to one of the quotations we presented, what we do is go to this offers made, click here to see all the quotations that have been given to the customers, and supposing this is the one that the customer likes, all we have to do is say book and save. When we do this, the management gets informed that this particular sale has been booked so that they can review and approve this particular quotation. Now I'm going to log in as management and approve this. I have logged in as management and I can see that my salesperson called Shivam has booked 2 orders and they're pending my approval. So now I click here and look at these orders, and I can look at the quotation here, verify, study it as I require, and then to approve it, I hit this button called confirm. I hit the confirm. I have filled up this confirmed order. I have updated the confirmed date and the completion date when this project is supposed to be completed. I have assigned a project manager and a site engineer to this, and I have entered the customer PO number. If there was a customer signed PO received from the customer, I could upload it right here. Now I am ready to save and hit next. I have now been taken to the list of confirmed orders where I can see my new project has been assigned an order number like this here. Now we are ready to proceed with the next steps for this project. The next step being material planning. One of the best practices we have included in OpteriX for HVAC is the material planning page. Now I have logged in as a salesperson and I see that this material planning status shows 2 pending. It means that for this project I need to create a material plan. In other words, the bill of material. So I go to select this project and go to this bill of material, and here I am presented with this sheet. The purpose of this step is for the sales engineer to make sure that they have listed all the non-billable items, all the supporting items that are required to complete this project in this sheet, so that their total cost can be estimated, their gross margins can be estimated, and make sure that the project is within the permitted limits of gross margin. What this sheet also does is that at this stage, the sales engineer can review the drawings, can visit the site and see if the copper quantities required are deviating from what has been committed upfront with the customer. In case of any deviations, they are supposed to note down the deviations here. These are all the copper tubes of different sizes, and if they are requiring a different size, for example, if they require a 15 meter and 18 meter here and 10 meter here, they should note that down so that the differences are shown up here, and the management can take a suitable action such as go to the customer and get the quotation amended or whatever it is they wish to do. The other thing the sales engineer must do at this step is add all the supporting items. So I have added some supporting items over here, and now I go to this form status and mark it as completed. I am indicating to the management that I have completed this work so that they can review and approve. And so that completes my work here. I have now logged in as the management, and I am looking at this bill of material pending approval, and it shows me that this bill of material for Ajay Agarwal, the project manager, is pending. So I click on that and I find this Rajesh Khanna project, and I go to the bill of material design and I see an approve button here, which means that this has not been approved, and I see that the bill of material status is completed, and I can see what work the sales engineer has done. And if I am comfortable with this, I can just hit this button called approve. As soon as I hit the approve button, the design quantities that were filled up by the sales engineer have been copied into this column called the BOM quantity. Now, this BOM quantity forms the basis for the execution of the project. All the quantities that the project people are going to request are going to be based on this. Back in sales dashboard now, that completes the series of activities the sales does for one project. We started with an inquiry, did product selection, then created quotations, and then approved. And once the quotation was approved, we create the material plan, the bill of material. Now the salesperson can track the project for its life using this project control sheet. So we enter the name of the project and say show project control sheet. The project control sheet presents the live status of every single project. This sheet is automatically created as soon as the project is confirmed, and it is automatically updated as and when activities happen related to this project. If there were any purchases done against this project, this column is updated. If there were any deliveries made, this column is updated. And when the project people report installation, this column is updated, and so on. And the column to watch is the unused quantity. You want to make sure that when the project is completed, the unused quantity is as close to zero as possible. That indicates the health of the system. Down below, we see the total values, the total high side value of the project versus how much has been delivered, total low side value of the project versus how much has been delivered, and the balance delivery value is computed here. This is maintained on a live basis. Similarly, the payment received versus value delivered, and therefore the cash balance. And over here, the profit or loss at a given point of time from this project is maintained. How much has been invoiced, how much cost has been incurred, the material, labor, and site. That's it for now. Thank you for watching. Take care.